Getting there.
This is so dumb. I love it though.
How steep is that?
I mean, it's a bit of a drop.
So the boss told us not to do the muddy stuff. I think we go scope it out.
Yeah, mud trains on it. You got out of there.
I mean, we're about, I'd say, 2 inches off of it. I've never seen it look quite like that. Oh my God.
What do you think?
I think we ain't coming out this way.
Today on TFL Off-Road, we are running the Onyx off-road course in something bigger and badder than usual. So we've got my buddy Justin here with his 2006 Ram 3500 Mega Cab Cummins. Justin, what made you want to take this truck on our course?
Why not?
Yeah.
Got nothing better to do.
I mean, this is a big vehicle, and in terms of weight, how much are we looking at right here?
Right about 9,300 pounds as it sits.
This is easily going to be the biggest vehicle that's ever been on our course. We had a Power Wagon come on the course, but obviously Power Wagon is not nearly this heavy. And this is also, what, 161-inch wheelbase I think we just measured?
Yeah.
So this is an absolute monster. So tell me a little bit about this truck. When did you get it, and what do you usually use it for?
Sure. So I got it in 2015. It's my daily driver, and just use it for anything and everything. 6-speed manual, 5.9 Cummins. Got lockers front and rear out of a Power Wagon.
On top of using this to wheel a little bit, you also hook up to what, about a 10,000 pound trailer?
That's right, yeah, about 10,000 pounds.
So it's kind of the Swiss Army knife of vehicles because you need it for towing.
Yes.
But you can still use it to off-road. And I see up front, you've got a pretty monster bumper. So what do we have going on here? Where's this from?
This is from a company down in Texas called Bodyguard Bumpers. And it's about, I want to say like 200 pounds.
Yeah,
Ish.
I mean, it looks super solid. We've got some off-road lights, and then I see you've got a Warren winch, 8,000 pound, you said?
A little small, don't laugh at me. It's just a holdover from my old XJ, and it still works. That's why you got snatch blocks.
Coming around to the tires, I see you have a tire that is favored by our handyman, David. These are a set of Michelins, but not super aggressive.
Absolutely not. They are a great street tire, but surprisingly good off-road, 295/70/18, right at about a 34-inch tall tire. But I got these just so I can have the weight rating because they're 4,080 pounds.
Right.
That's what they're rated for.
And you've done a fair amount of wheeling on these tires, right?
Yes, I have.
Do they do pretty well?
They do great, actually.
Yeah.
Get a lot of grip, and the mud, sand, you name it.
Which is surprising because when you look at that, it's not what you traditionally think of as
not at all
a beefy off-road tire, but you said they're pretty tough and decent traction.
I've hit a couple things, and yeah, they're still here.
Taking a couple impacts at the sidewall, and they're still holding there.
Exactly.
And then, obviously, your suspension is not stock, and poking your head in here, you can see some pretty monster shock. So what is the setup?
So it's a Thurin 3-inch kit. So 3-inch soft rod coils in the front, King 2.5-inch remote reservoir on all 4 corners, with core 4x4 adjustable control arms in the front, so still short arms, still rides great, flexes really well.
Right.
Got a sway bar disconnect, which has actually been disconnected for about 2,000 miles now.
And then, before we move on to the rear half of the suspension, we have to mention something pretty interesting that you did here.
Yes, so these are, I don't know the generations of the Chevy trucks, but from a 2014, 2017 vintage, I believe. I want to say I was the first, or one of the first to ever do that, and it kind of started a revolution on Cummins for them.
I see you've got a step here. I would imagine also doubles as a rock slider.
They are rock sliders, yeah, you can lift the truck with them. They're sandwiching the frame with 1/2-inch plate.
Nice.
Manufactured by a guy out in Cali, Nocturnal Welding. And they actually used to be open tube, and just recently I welded on some 3/16 plate just so you wouldn't slip through it.
Yeah.
But it's a lot better, and you could not drive this truck off-road without those. I've hit those so many times.
This truck is a 3500, but originally this was a dually, right?
That is correct, yep. When I bought it in 2015, it was a dually. I originally bought it to do hot shot, and that never panned out. And so ditched the training wheels.
Said, what the hell, let's make it an
right,
off-roader.
yeah. So I actually ran the dually axle for years and years, but I don't know if you know this, but the dually axles are actually 1.5 inches wider on each side.
Okay.
Relative to the single rear wheel. And so I actually did an axle swap with my dad. He's got an 07 just like mine, so he's running the dually now.
Nice.
I'm a single. These are Thurin full leaf replacement with Thurin shackles. Tons more leaves on it, and it's a longer leaf.
Okay.
So it rides a lot better.
So it's more progressive, but does it maintain most of the capability that you would have on the factory leaf?
Like as far as payload?
Yeah.
I don't know, because I've had the airbags on there, you know, for a long time now.
Right.
But with the airbags and how they can separate from the axle, how I've got it set up, it handles everything really well.
You've got a pretty monster rear bumper. Is this from the same company as the front?
No, so this originally, all right, let me backtrack. So when it was a dually, I wanted to get a rear bumper because I had the factory one. And it used to be, so if you'll imagine here, the dually fenders come back to about right here.
Yeah.
And so this bumper actually used to wrap around to the front.
Right.
And I actually drove like that, looking like a goofball for years. And I finally got a welder and got me some 3/16 plate. So lopped that off and then welded these on there myself.
Nice. Well, it looks good. It looks like it's part of what the bumper would have come as. And actually, same thing on the rock sliders, a plate that you put on top of them.
Appreciate it.
I mean, it looks like a good install.
So the motor, it's all stock fueling.
Okay. So is it just the tuner?
Just the tuner, yeah. I like to keep it mild. I want it to last. I'm not out here trying to, roll coal on people and stuff like that.
Yeah, or spin at 60.
Yeah. Really the only thing I've done to the motor is I got a 2nd gen style exhaust manifold, so I had to move up the exhaust on the turbo, and then a AFE cold air intake.
Yeah.
And then obviously there's the air compressor. So it's a modified York 10, or 210, sorry. They actually used to use these in older vehicles with R12 as AC compressors. But this one has been modified by a company, I can't remember the name off the top of my head, but they basically machine the pistons a little differently. And so you can put in compression rings and oil control rings, so there's no blow-by.
Nice.
So yeah, so it'll maintain the oil in the sump.
Yeah, so that's a really cool way to get quick access to a lot of air pressure.
Yes.
And then you've got a chuck here on the bumper. You said you've got a second chuck somewhere too,
I got
right?
one in there, and then in the opposite corner back in the bed.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is really nice to have, obviously, going off-road.
Oh,
Want to
yeah.
air down and air it back up quickly with as much pressure as these tires take.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of smaller electric compressors would probably take a really long time.
And they're just so loud.
Yeah.
It's so annoying.
Well, this is very cool. So I'm excited to see how this does on the course. So let's go ahead and get it going.
Let's jump right in, man. Kind of want to try it in 2-wheel drive first, just
Yeah.
to see.
Why not? All right, so right now we're getting rolling into the course. We have Dirty Deed, which is going to be pretty easy here because this truck is huge and this is one of our smaller obstacles. So we're actually starting out in 2-wheel drive, right?
Yes.
And we're definitely a little wide here.
All right, let's stop playing around.
Yeah, now we'll go ahead and go into 4-wheel drive. So how do you like off-roading with the 6-speed?
It's actually pretty nice.
Yeah?
I would help with it.
Because I know people have mixed opinions on how they feel about off-roading with a manual. In a lot of ways, automatic is a little bit easier. We're getting there. No problem with traction, but man, are we wide.
And that's, lockers aren't on yet.
Yeah, so we're just 4-wheel drive. Let's see
That was second gear, 4-wheel low.
Nice. See if we have to use the lockers at some point.
Yeah, I was worried about that stump sticking out right there, but
Yeah.
I also couldn't tell where my wheel was. I couldn't tell if I was going straight or not.
Yeah, I mean, I can imagine it helps being familiar enough with this truck that you kind of know where the wheels are, but from where I'm sitting, it's hard to tell where the end of the front end is.
Yeah, you kind of, that's why my seatbelt's off, because you gotta
Yeah, got to be able to look around.
This is so dumb. I love it though.
That's what makes it fun though, right?
Yeah, it's not your traditional practical off-roader.
Like I said earlier, everyone's got a Jeep or a Tacoma or a 4Runner.
Yeah. Fun to do something different.
No one really drives around with, no one's dumb enough to do this.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah, why not?
Are you going 2-wheel drive?
No, it's just 4-low.
4-low?
Just idle up it.
Yeah. So right now we're in granny gear. Are you foot off the throttle?
Yeah.
Ha, look at that torque. Damn. Ha, that's awesome. It doesn't even seem like the idle is dropping.
No, it's kind of ridiculous, honestly.
That's what gearing and a big torquey inline-6 diesel will do for you. So no throttle to get up the hill. Also no lockers.
Idling at 800 RPM.
I love that. I also just absolutely love the sound that Cummins makes. Some turbo spool. It's a really good noise. So around these bushes, we'll hook right here.
I cannot see where I'm going. But
oh, you got a front camera?
I do.
Ooh, look at that. Yeah, that's helpful. This is a big hood. So we'll hook right here. So we'll go down where Alex is right there and try and hook this left turn around.
Oh, that's the trail right there?
Yeah, so so if you're filling up for the turn, this is a good test of maneuverability.
Well, as long as you don't care about your brushes right there.
No, we don't care about our brush. You're welcome to...
is David's Folly upside down for a reason?
Yeah, I think it is. I was not a part of that decision. This one will be interesting. And Alex can spot us a little bit and let us know if we're coming up on the edge here, which it looks like we are. Oh, a little slide.
It's almost like the Bronco.
Yeah, the trail turn assist. We're just doing it with regular old physics.
How steep is that?
I mean, it's a bit of a drop. So we probably don't want to roll over it. Should we back? We might be committed. It might be lockers time. Oh no. Oh, that was easy. I feel like Justin has a goal of doing this with no lockers.
But I like using the lockers. It's just
it's
like easy mode.
If you bought them, you might as well use them, but so far, we're not needing them. And so the next thing that will go up is slip and slide, which is that.
Oh God, I gotta get turned around?
Yeah, we just gotta get turned around.
Not gonna lie, being behind the camera, that was pretty nerve-wracking. You can see right here, this is kind of where his tires started to come off and go down, and that is pretty steep. Might not look like much on camera, but I'm glad he made that reverse maneuver there, because that could have ended a little badly.
So slip and slide this hill, especially on camera to a GoPro, which flattens everything out, really doesn't look like particularly steep.
35, 40 degrees, if I had to guess.
Yeah, it's actually decently steep, especially the rocky bit up at the top. And this is going to be interesting with the breakover on this truck, because this is the longest vehicle that we've had.
It's the rear U-joint.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Well, we can go slow and have Alex spot us if you're thinking about the U-joint back there.
If I go up at an angle, it's not a big deal.
Okay, cool.
We good?
Yeah, let's see. There's a lot of wheelbase coming up here. Man, this feels just like so much truck coming up this hill. You really feel like it's a lot of vehicle, because it is. Oh, I hear some metal. Now we're lockers on. Oh yeah, easy. Yeah, lockers back off, we don't need that.
Probably the rear drive shaft, but it was slow enough. It should be good.
Hopefully you don't get a wobble going home. This will be a whole lot easier on the way down. Gravity will be on our side. With all 9,300 pounds of truck.
Sliders might see some action.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. All right, cool.
That was easy.
Too easy. So
this one, we pretty much just hit it straight on, and I mean, as big as your truck is, it should roll right through this. Sometimes what we'll have happen here is we have
departure.
So because of departure, especially on trucks, we'll have the rear bumper come down on this route to the right, but you've got a steel bumper, 2 of them, so even if we do slam that bumper into the roof, don't think it's going to be an issue. Oh, we're sliding a little. We've got this tree on the right. Oh, nice. There we go. Feels like we probably just gently came into that route, but
Trailer hitch decided to make contact.
Trailer hitch and steel bumpers, I mean, departure angle doesn't really matter to you, especially with lockers.
No,
you don't need the traction.
That was easy.
Yeah, that's one of the easier bits. Although we've done a fair bit of damage to trucks on that before. We took a Trail Boss through there.
It was the Trail Boss, yeah.
Yeah, scratch out of that front bumper.
Nicely done so far.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's been easy.
Yeah, so the boss told us not to do the muddy stuff. I think we go scope it out.
Yeah.
I think we can scope it out. So here's the question. Do we want to try with Cottonwood, or do we want to do the easy side of Tommy's demise? What are we thinking?
Why not both? That's why I'm here.
All right, let's try
Let's give it a go. We've got David in the barn. If we need to make a full-on recovery, we'll do it.
Yeah, because
Roman
Emil
will never know about it.
He'll just see it.
He's not going to watch this far in the video, so we're going to be good. Yeah, we have too many videos to come out for Roman to watch every single thing we do, so I think we're going to be solid. The mule is not heavy enough to recover this truck, but like you said, we can call David if we end up getting stuck in there, so I think let's give it a shot. Yeah,
I think we'll be good.
So this is the entry into Cottonwood Creek right here, and it is muddy, but especially with the lockers, I don't think it's going to be much of an issue. We've had a power wagon, which is a little bit of a shorter wheelbase, come through here. And really, the biggest area of concern is this tree right here, just making sure you don't swipe the roof or the cab with it. Woo, it's muddy. Look at my boots. This is the real hard part, though. We've had a lot of vehicles get stuck in here. It's just getting more rutted out the more things we run through here. And it's a pretty sharp turn. So yeah, it's going to be hard getting the truck around the turn with the short wheelbase. But at the same time, it's got a long wheelbase, so maybe he'll be able to get his front wheels up onto dry ground before the rears really get too far deep in the mud. See what it does, though.
You'll see what we're getting into as we pull up to it. Visibility is pretty good.
I guess if anything, I
muddy.
can just back out.
Yeah, potentially. It's kind of a drop in, and then really at that point, the only way to get out is to
go through.
Yeah, cool. We're good to go. These Michelins, they are aired down.
They are aired
to
down.
What, about 20, 30?
30 in the front, 20 in the back.
Yeah, and they don't have big lugs. They're not MTs.
Oh, I can make it do this.
But, yeah, actually, it doesn't look as bad as I've seen it.
Yeah.
And again, I mean, we've got full lockers. That makes a difference. A big difference. Ooh. Oh yeah.
What am I hitting?
Up front? Are we hitting something up front?
I don't think so. You're just burying your nose.
Oh yeah, I think it's just digging in.
There's a big root there, but it's nothing you can't push.
All right, so now we're lockers on. Are we spinning all 4? Nice. And now, again, this is wide and long, so let's see how this turn goes. It's going though.
A couple more. See, but that's the nice thing about the Michelins.
Yeah, we just got to build some ruts.
Yep.
Forge a little path through it. Man, it's something up there is just killing our momentum. What is that? Yeah, it feels like we just hit a hard stop. Well, the way it keeps pushing us is going to make the turn harder. The smile on Alex's face right now.
Just worried about that tree right there.
Yeah. Yeah, it's in kind of an unfortunate spot. Yeah, it's a big step up that we have to get speed for. Like you said though, the nice thing about these Michelins is that it's a smooth enough tread that by spinning you're not digging a deep hole and beaching the body.
It's just soup.
Yeah.
I can hear the commenters already about the tires.
Oh yeah.
Keeping in mind that this truck is used for towing and wheeling. There's also not a lot of mud in Colorado. We have, I would say, 60% of the mud that exists in Colorado. We're parked over about 50% of that much too.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's fun stuff down there.
Huh. Damn. Okay.
Right on. Look at that. It's it's that good old tumbleweed mud, man.
What do you think? You want to try winching or you want to go straight for a pull?
Nah, I think we're gonna try and winch it out. If we could get out with our own equipment contained in this vehicle, that would be pretty cool. No one can say that we didn't give it an effort. Look at that.
I still want to try, but
You're welcome to give it a few more. It's just where it goes from mud to solid ground. Is a pretty aggressive step up, and with the hill being right there at the back of the truck, you can't get far enough back to get the momentum coming up it. And look at this stuff.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
The mud here is something else. Roman did say not to take it through the mud.
I didn't hear that.
We're not gonna say that he was right yet. I know Justin very much wants to get through this without the use of his winch as a point of pride. So we'll see. I think we're pretty stuck. I'd be very impressed if we can get out of here under the truck's own power. Oh, come on, dig. Oh, it wants to go.
Yeah,
Man,
I'm not even backing up anymore.
for a few of those, it looks so close to
know.
getting out too.
Oh well, no shame in pulling cable. Yeah, I can see them already. If you have mud trains on it, you
Yeah,
got out of there.
a little bit of bushwhacking. It's gonna be a real good test of this worn winch. 8,000 pound winch with a 9,300 pound truck. pulling towards the tree.
Stop! You're getting real close to that tree.
We're
How close?
I mean, we're about, I'd say,
Like
2 inches off of it.
2 inches?
Yeah, let me,
Just keep an eye on it.
yeah, I'll jump in here with you and I can kind of spot the tree, but it's pulling it directly toward this trunk. Yeah, I think it's gonna pull us right into it. We're touching now.
You're just rubbing?
Yeah,
How bad?
I mean, it's up against it pretty good.
Is it denting the
it's
door?
denting it, yeah. We might have to move the winch directly in front just to get up and over.
We lost part of our tree.
Let me try again.
Are you sure?
No.
Because yeah, it's just pulling us straight into this tree branch, and the tree branch is not budging. Well, it's a trunk. It's not even a branch.
Is it touching you?
Not yet. But it's going to. And now we're touching. Well,
That works.
we're past it.
Did it up the truck?
I mean, it dented the top of the door.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
All right, well. We're going this far.
Yeah.
Oh, well, now it comes out.
Now we're through it.
Who cares?
It's a souvenir.
It is a souvenir. Wow.
I mean,
nice and caked.
honestly, it's not pushed in super far.
Look, here's the big test.
Yeah, well, and honestly,
That's all that matters.
I guess that's double walled, but yeah, might be able to use one of those slide hammer, like.
As long as it didn't break the glass and the door still works, I don't give a
That's what you want in an off-roader.
yeah.
This, that tells you a lot about what we were just in. We're changing the shape of the earth underneath the truck. It's not that the truck drives over things
This
so
is a
much
weird
as
looking
it
excavator.
changes things under it. Yeah.
All right, well, that was interesting. We got him out. That was like a 30-minute recovery. Obviously, you didn't see the whole thing because of editing, but I'm really curious about this next obstacle because a lot of short wheelbase vehicles have had a really tough time in here, but this is the longest vehicle we've ever run through the course. So yeah, I'm hoping his front tires come up on dry grass and dry dirt before those back tires sink. We'll see though.
All right.
Probably need
Yeah.
those.
Definitely worth having the lockers here.
Oh, y'all.
See, the nice thing about this is that your rear tires should still be on dry ground by the time that your fronts connect. So don't think we'll get too bogged down in here. But it gets you articulated. Yeah. Nice. Oh, see? Made that easy. Which is funny because a lot of times, at least with shorter wheelbase vehicles, a lot of times that's
The harder
the
one.
trickiest,
Yeah.
sketchiest part.
I could definitely see that. Yeah, that's the nice thing about the long wheelbase. You just don't tip. Especially going just straight up or straight down. You just don't feel... It feels comfortable.
Yeah, good stuff.
Just as expected. The wheelbase got him right through. So yeah, Cottonwood Creek. Not too easy with the long wheelbase getting in there because we did some damage to the cab, almost took out the bed. But exiting Cottonwood Creek, no big deal for something this long, especially with lockers. Woo! That was
Man.
something.
So it got out really easy, but it was definitely, that was tricky getting into Cottonwood Creek. We touched the branch ever so slightly in the back here, but you know, not too bad. We just kissed it on the bedside coming out. Oh no. But, oh, I know. The paint.
I want to go see what you did to our course.
Oh yeah.
I think it looks pretty crazy down there.
Scope it out.
That is deep.
That's just a hit.
Woo! So yeah, you basically, when you dropped in, you like kicked your tail end out and it just sloshed all this over. Let's go check out the other side.
Look at that. Woo! Never seen it look quite like that. Oh my God. What did you do, man? Look at that.
Wow.
That's pretty incredible how deep some of those holes are. I mean, this mud, it really goes endlessly. There's not a bottom to it.
No, it was hitting the back corner. That was my bumper.
Yeah. Yeah, your bumper was digging up.
Oh, you can see
hill
that
there.
flat spot. That's where my sliders were.
Yeah. Man. Yeah, I mean, up to the sliders on that truck, and even above, we were in deep.
I know people are going to roast me in the comments. When I was winching out, my tires were pointed that way. But I didn't realize it because you don't know where your tires are in mud.
Yeah, exactly. You can't feel anything.
But I got out.
Going on. So,
All right, well, we just spent 35 minutes winching him out, and now we're being real dumb, and we're gonna get him stuck, maybe stuck, in Tommy's demise.
So we just got through Cottonwood Creek, which was a bit of a process. Now we're doing what generally we consider is the hardest obstacle here. It's gotten the most vehicles stuck.
This obstacle, very few vehicles have gotten through without getting pulled out. I know Wrangler Rubicon lifted on either 37s or 39s made it through here. And that might be it.
Really the issue here is that the nose of this truck is just going to press right into the side of that dirt hill. And I mean, the truck is still going to be going downhill by the time the bumper touches, is going to be my guess. There's also the left side, which is easier, but I think Justin is tempted by the hard side. Lockers on.
Definitely taking a different line than other people that have gone through here before. Most people square right up to it. We're going at a bit of an angle. Try and get the front tire to pop up over on the right side, but already burying its nose.
So now we're bumper into the wall and the truck is still pointed downhill. Are you trying to get a little angle in there?
I'm trying to.
It's like a car accident in slow motion.
Yeah.
You're just pushing the bumper into this hill.
Now, obviously, I'm not going to make it up, but if I could get back out under my own power, that would be
Yeah.
cool.
That would be cool. Hard to do with the front end as buried as it is. Yeah, that much we expected. Obviously, there's a good bit of overhang on the front of this. We've had plenty of vehicles come in, and I mean, that's what happens. The front bumper starts to dig in while the vehicle's still pointed downhill. So it can't climb out because it's still pushing itself down further into basically the wall of dirt in front of it.
for getting the dirtiest. All right.
You're getting the whole tumbleweed spot treatment. You're getting the mud bath.
Oh,
You're getting a nice tan.
this is nice.
All right, go ahead and stop. Let me find the end of it.
So the winch that is somewhere deep down there in the mud is apparently not waterproof, and this is not probably not its favorite environment to be sitting in. So the winch doesn't want to pull us forward, which means I think our best option is going to be to have Alex go grab David and use his truck and the kinetic rope to pull us out backwards, which, with all 4 of your tires spinning, should hopefully do it.
Should work.
What do you think?
I think we ain't coming out this way.
We'll back out the way we came.
So, why do we want to go that way instead of that way? Hey, I can't blame you for trying, man.
Yeah, David is another big proponent of the Michelins, so as much as I'm sure everyone is going to say that you need mud terrains, both of these guys would agree
Well,
Good
they would
tire.
be helpful,
mud
but
terrains would be nice.
I love these tires because they're just the best all-around tire. They just have long tread life,
Yeah.
they're quiet on the highway, and they do pretty darn good in the dirt.
Yeah.
But not the mud.
I don't know what you're talking about.
All right, so I need to get over there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Keep coming.
Yeah, so our rope ends down here.
Is that all we got?
Yeah.
That's gonna be hard going up that hill.
Yeah, I'd probably get a little speed going on the flatter section.
Yeah.
And
I suppose the other option is we double chain them.
yeah, we could potentially add some length, but I figure we'll try it first this way and
All right.
see if it works. I know
See if we
he's
just
got
bounce
another-
them,
Yeah.
bounce them over this way a little more.
Yeah, I'm hoping if we can just get his front end unstuck, then he'll be able to dig himself out. 'Cause he's full lockers, so
I got this one up front here.
I think he said he's got it.
We're good, David.
Oh, you got it. Okay.
Yeah, let's do that. I mean, that would work. Loopholes. Oh, I almost got stuck in Nathan's crack over there.
Yeah. GMT 400 to the rescue. You moved him.
Yeah, I think you do a few of those. You might have it.
All right, tell me when.
You're good. Let's see it.
Are we getting there?
I mean, he's getting closer to us.
Yeah!
There we go.
Nicely done!
Oh man.
The mighty GMT 400!
That's right. You never know what the old pickup 92, 30 years of nothing but 454 sweetness right there. Woo!
How about that? Look at that.
We did it.
That'll do it.
How'd that feel from your seat?
Oh, nothing really.
Yeah.
Yeah, being up on a hill like that, I really got very little bump, but
Yeah.
it was enough to get you. So that's all that matters.
It is all
Nice.
So your truck just lives at the ranch now, right?
Yeah,
New
apparently.
recovery vehicle?
Apparently, TFL needs to buy the old GMC.
Yeah?
Except I'll never give it up.
Yeah.
It's probably got a knot or two in there, so maybe it still does work.
Well, that's that. That was a couple pretty exciting recoveries. Yeah, we got this very, very stuck in there, but I mean, you And your Michelins, I gotta say, didn't give up the whole time. Yeah, all about the Michelins. Didn't give up. That was impressive to watch. This is a lot of truck to try and slam through that course.
It's fun.
Yeah, it's by far the most amount of truck that we've ever tried to put through there. So you, maybe more than anyone, have earned this TFL Tumbleweed rated sticker. Yeah, the
Cool.
Onyx course is not easy with all of that mud, especially when you're this big and this heavy.
It's a lot harder now.
Yeah, it keeps getting harder. Thanks again, Justin, for taking it through. And that's all for this video. Let us know what you think in the comments below, and we'll catch y'all in the next.